Alrighty, good Thursday morning to you all. Welcome to the IPA call, which stands for Income Producing Activity. If we have time for IPAs today, we will have Natalie Schroyer, who's going to be moderating for us, with Sherry Key closing us in prayer. Guys, we do have a very special guest who knows how to speak Chinese, Japanese, and English, and he's going to be training us on how to grow your global business in Greater China and Japan. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Just a quick reminder, we do not treat, cure, or diagnose any medical condition. Our products are made to support overall health, and individual results may vary. On the financial side, not everyone earns the same. Success depends on your own consistency and effort. But guys, before we begin and we bring on our special guest, and I'm going to let Reese introduce him afterwards, do we have any announcements, any drop talks, Super Saturdays, or even corporate events that you'd like to tell us about? And if so, please be sure to unmute yourself.
Good morning, Sarah. This is Tracy. I want to just say we have an added guest for our Super Saturday this Saturday. Lucy is going to be with us from corporate. We're so excited. So if you're in North Orlando, check out the flyer in the chat.
Perfect.
Sarah, we have a Zoom call this coming Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and our special guest is Dr. Crystal Vance. Everyone's welcome.
Awesome. Any other announcements?
Hey, Sarah. We have a drop talk tomorrow night in Gilbert, Arizona. The special guest is Julie Park, and we have already packed the house with quite a few people, so it's going to be a really great night here in Arizona. I'll have the flyer in the chat.
Perfect.
Hey everyone, we're having a Super Saturday in Milton, Florida this Saturday, 10 to 1. We'd love to have you, and the flyer is in Research Drops.
Perfect.
Sarah, I'm having a drop talk on Monday and at the Nolensville Library in Nolensville, Tennessee at 5:30. And you've got the invite for that.
Yes. I will make sure that is uploaded to Research Drops.
Thanks
already.
So much.
Of
Sarah,
course, thank you.
A party in Oklahoma on Saturday in and I'll do the flyer at 2:00 on Saturday.
Perfect. Alrighty,
we have a Discover Partner Co event in Omaha on Saturday. Dan Colley, Todd, Rowland are coming in for that. That's 10 to noon here in Omaha. And then from 12:30 to 3, stick around for some deep dive training, compensation, products, vision. That's $15 for lunch. And we got a great crowd coming. I got even South Dakota's making her way down. Ashley Paulson, got about 3 or 4 other teams joining us. So send your people, we'll take care of them.
Awesome.
And John will be walking on a treadmill the whole time.
I will be walking on the treadmill the whole time.
I love it. Alrighty, last call for announcements.
Hey, Sarah, this is Ronnie from Wisconsin. We're going to be doing a drop party Tuesday night at 6 a.m. in Reeseville, Wisconsin.
Awesome.
Hi, Sarah. This is Blanca. We have a drop talk tonight in Spanish, and it's every Thursday. So anyone that would like to join us, please do so. I already put the flyer, so it's there for all of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And guys, all Drop Talk Super Saturdays and corporate events are all posted on researchdrops.com/events. You can continue to send me your flyers via chat. I'll make sure to grab those and save those and upload those to the website. Or you can also send them to me directly on our Facebook page. I'll make sure you have all that information in chat. Alrighty, without further ado, I'm going to mute us out. Give me just a second. Reese, I'm going to spotlight you first so that way you can introduce our special guest. And you can go ahead because we're recording.
Okay, sorry. I was waiting for the mute and all that, but it's all good. All right. Welcome, everybody, to this morning's IPA call. We do, as Sarah said, on this Thursday, we have an awesome special guest. It is let me make sure I get this right. He is our area president over Greater China and Japan. This is Yiru. Yiru has been with us for about 2 years now, I think, since 2024, something like that. But he speaks Mandarin, Japanese, and English, lives in Utah, travels all over the place. He's kind of like a Lucy. And he's just really helping us get this Greater China market, everything back, under one umbrella. Like our the compensation plan is all clean, and he'll explain that now. It's all the same around the world now that we got Greater China on. And Greater China to me is the area, that's the one area I want to be in so bad because it is one of the best growth markets. And the fact that we have a license there and we have somebody like Yiru over there to be able to help us, man, the sky is the limit over there. So that I know Jerry has somebody over there, and we're all working towards that. But China is the market we really like. That's the growth market that I want to be in. So Yiru, it is awesome to have you. Thank you for joining us, and please share. I know I read that you were a boxer. So are you still boxing?
No, the weight was killing me. So, when I was I'm 170 I'm 170 pounds right now, but when I was boxing, I was only 130. So it killed me for 2 years. So
Gotcha. Well, yeah, the floor is yours. Take it away.
okay. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. Actually this morning at 5 o'clock, I just had a monthly call with Great China team to the field, to celebrate the Great Months in October. I thought that was a great meeting. That was a very successful meeting with a lot of audience, and the audience was more than 300. But until I get on this meeting, compared with this meeting's audience, I just found out, oh, I need to tell the China team, hey, just see how our US leaders are working, every day. In some places, I think it's 10:15, some places 9:15. My time in Utah is 8:15, and I know I heard someone from California, right? So it's 7:15. I really like that like this community and like this energy. I saw everyone's busy, but this call is income producing call. So I know everyone, we have one goal is to produce our income, to increase our income. So everyone, I'm here's the thing. Let me talk about the cultures. Japan, China. We are shy, very shy. So great to we are not very good to talk to the strangers, even on the Zoom. Even on the Zoom, if I'm not ready, I'm not dressed up, I may will not turn on my camera. So sometimes you will see when you get a call with the Chinese or Japanese, Zoom call, you will see maybe 80% of the attendees, they turn off their camera. But for today, I like someone is getting on the treadmill, someone is driving, someone is in is having the breakfast on their deck, at the deck. Everything I want to say is it's okay to keep busy in the morning, and busy time can be the peace time for you to learn how to increase and produce your income. So this philosophy and this energy is really the thing that I like. So here is the first thing that I learned from all of you. So let me introduce myself. My name is Yiru Zhou. So I joined the company actually in January 2024. So less than 2 years, but I just feel like that 2 years let me feel more than 20 years, because I saw the leaders everywhere. I saw the US leaders, I saw the Europe leaders, I saw the China leaders, Japan leaders, busy, very busy, but always compared to a corporate person, I always consider I am a field person. So to me, busy is always good. Everyone knows Particle has four big markets. Europe, North America, Great China, and Japan. So when I just joined this company, Europe was number one, and Great China was number two, and Japan and North America was almost the same size. But guess what? Just after a year, right now, Europe is still the first one, but the second one is very close to Europe, and that market is not Great China anymore. It's North America, and then it's Great China and Japan. I always ask Katie. I said, "Hey, what happened? Tell me those. Tell me something. Tell me some secrets. How can I grow my market like you? And then I get on this meeting, and I found the reason. I found the why, because it's all of you. It's all of you push the market to to overpass the Japan, overpass the Great China, and I'm pretty sure North America in the future will be the number one market in in the world as well. So this is the things that I can foresee. Even I always challenge Katie. I said that China will be the first one, Japan will be the number one. But I hope everyone can be the number one in your field. So this is my so this is the thing about me. I'm living in Utah, and I usually half of my time are in Asia, and half of my time in Utah, and meanwhile half of my time is in the jet lag. So let me give you some good news for Great China, Japan. Great China first. October. October is history month for Great China in Particle history. The highest revenue, the big sales, because we launched a new product, and the PXP package, the new product was sold out in 4 hours, and then we have to reopen a new cart. It's a pre-sale to let those crazy BPs to keep purchasing. So the market potential is very big, and the purchase power is big as well. Let me give you some numbers. US and Europe, the per order size is about like less than $200. Less than $200. Japan is about $200 to $230. But China highest month was $780 for per order. Per order. And mostly the average size is around 450 to 500 $500 per order. So what I can tell you is they have a very strong purchase power, very strong purchase power. So this is the potential for you. And also, Great China, they love the big enrollment packs. The ultimate packs, which is 1500 PV package, will be sold more than 50%, very easily. So which means once you develop the market in China, the first order, 50%, it will be over 1500 PV. So this is the potential and the opportunity for us. And maybe you will hear something about China government. They will say, hey, China government doesn't allow this, doesn't allow this. Let me clear one thing. Yes, multi-level marketing business is not allowed in China. But so this is typical law. We need to know. But how can I enroll in China? Okay, I will give you the stuff later. But I will say, let's see the other companies, like big company like Nu Skin, Amway, Mark Jamaica, like Usana, those companies, they are doing great in China as well. And those companies that I mentioned also, they have the biggest, China is their biggest market as well. So change the world, it is always have bunch of opportunities that we can run our business in China. So how do we enroll in China? I will give you a window as we will enroll our business, our brand partners through Hong Kong market. So Hong Kong market, then you will get an ID. And once you have that ID, you can purchase all the products that was selling in China. And China has a lot of shopping carts. We have the OTG products, which is the most selling OTG products is the TNJ. So OTG, let me explain. It's called on the ground products. So on the ground products is very, it's 100% registered with the government, and you can buy as much as you can. There is no any limit. You can retail. And also we have the e-commerce, and we do have the free trade zone shopping cart as well. So to help you purchase those products that is not be registered yet, but you still can get those products in China. For example, like our day and night jobs, like our cylinderizers, those even right now advantage, you can purchase those products in China as well. So this is the opportunity for us in China. And also a very impressive news is before we have non-China entity and TMA, which is previous Eric's entity. So they are running the totally separated compensation plan until November 1st this year. So which means 2 weeks before, all China markets become one compensation plan, which is totally same as the compensation plans that you are using right now. So the message means you can build your business in China and you can share the whole network and all the commission will be connected, all the tree view will be connected. So this is the potential for you in China. So this is mostly about China, and we do have corporate in Shanghai, and also we have 9 branches in mainland China, and also we have the office in Taiwan and Hong Kong as well. So which means the most main big cities, you can run your business local and you can leverage our office as well. So this is everything about China. Do you want me stop here and give you some time to digest, or you want me go straight to Japan right now? Just give me one feedback.
I say go ahead and jump into Japan,
Okay.
and then we can do it towards the end, unless another moderator says different.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
was going to say the same thing. Good job, Reese.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's go to Japan. Japan compensation plan was merged in 2024, which was last year. So which means you already can run the business very easily in Japan. Very easily in Japan. The only thing is because if you don't have the Japan citizenship, maybe they will request you the permit or the legal ID in Japan to run the business. Which means if you don't have those legal ID, you cannot register your membership in Japan. But again, we have a big Nepal team in Japan as well. I helped them enroll themselves through Hong Kong, and then they moved their membership to Japan. They still can build a business to Japan. So the thing I want to say is legal stuff is every market has a different legal reason, but my job is to help you how to how to adjust those document things, those legal things, so we can run the business in my market. And yes, NFR is one, but please remember Japan also have bunch of underground products which was produced or traditionally imported to Japan markets. So Japan even is one of the most products country in the world. We have more than 40 products in Japan. So because before Japan in Japan markets, we acquired 3 companies. One is the Morinda, one is Zenoa, and one is Arix. So this helped Japan right now has the most products in the world. And also the office. Japan has a 9th-floor office in Shinjuku, which is the if you say Shinjuku, I may say it's a Manhattan in Japan. Now maybe you will know where it is. It's the most most busy business area, and nice. It's a 9th-floor building on the just on the corner of the business area. So very I would say easy to see and easy to recognize. So that and also we have a strong Japan sales support team. We have the Japan individual finance entity there as well, which means we can support you the sales part, we can support you the product part, and also we can support you the commission payment part as well. Which means everything is ready in Japan for you. Everything is ready. Getting ready for you. So this is the Japan market. However, something maybe I need to remind you because I assume most of you are living in the States or in some other countries, not inside of Great China or Japan. So which means because here I'm here as not just trying to grab the revenue for my market. I also want to support your business. This is the main purpose for me to jump on this call. So if we, for example, if we trying to raise, if we trying to raise CEO, for example, I will say senior officer. If we trying to raise a senior officer in your local place or in the overseas place, if you don't have the one between the connect, if you don't have any person in between, I will tell you, you may well spend more than 7 times of the money and the time to build. So this is a very, very, very big part that I want to. It's all based on my previous experience, which means if you say, hey, I'm living Utah, I want to build in China, so I will travel to China, I will find someone there, and I will raise that person. Yes, you can do that, but it will just say raise the same person locally and overseas. It will be the 7 times difference. So the next one, then then we will say, hey, how should we build the Japanese market and the Chinese market? Okay, so right now I'm talking about Japanese market and Chinese market, not Japan market and China market. So please remember two numbers. One is 5.5 million. Another one is 1.6 million. Those two numbers, please remember that first. Okay, 5.5 million means we do have 5.5 million Chinese in the States. Maybe you don't know about that. Oh, we don't have, do we have so many Chinese in the States? Yes, we have 5.5 million Chinese in the States and 1.6 million Japanese in the States. If it's me, I always will say, let's build locally and develop globally. This is always my recommendation and my suggestion to anyone trying to build it overseas. So the number I gave you, 5.5 million Chinese and 1.6 million Japanese, is maybe you can find those persons locally first and find your local Chinese and Japanese community, especially the biggest Chinese city, the biggest Chinese based city could be New York, Chicago, New York, Chicago, like California, those big states, same as Japan. So I would say is find those Chinese and Japanese is in your city to develop them, raise them. They will be your roots in the China and the Japan markets. Once they grow, they will be the person between you and the Japan and the China markets. They will be the person in the between, and then they can help you to save your time and save your money, and they will be the roots for you to plant the seed in Great China and Japan. And their job will be as they will travel to China and they will travel to Japan because they have more connections, they have more relations than you. So let's leverage those relations and let's leverage those connections, and then they will help you to, if I say they are the roots, you planted the seed, and then the tree will grow, and those teams in China and Japan will be those branches, will be those leaves, and then finally will be those fruits. So this is always the recommendation and the suggestion I will give anyone who is trying to build overseas markets. Always, build locally and develop globally. So this is all I have.
Do any of the moderators have any questions?
Yes.
Yeah, Yiru, Tom Cooley here. I have one question for you. So if I'm building into the Japanese and Chinese market, if I sign someone up, I do it through my back office, just like usual, right?
Yes.
And if they sign someone up in the country, they do it differently, or they do it the same way also?
So that's a good question. Let's start from the easy part. Japan is the totally same website totally same website as us. So the only thing is you just give them your ID number and make sure they will put your ID number as a sponsor. Then everything is fine. Everything will be done. China could be a little bit tricky because the China government reason. So they have an application. It's still under the Morinda. Here is the thing I want to clarify. Some people will say, hey, why we are still using the Morinda brand? Why we are still using the Morinda logo? Let me tell you one thing, because just someone mentioned we do have the direct selling license in China. We do have the direct selling license in China. This is a very important asset to us. However, this is a very tricky law in China is no matter this company be acquired by any other company, the license name always will follow the original company that's registered. So based on because of this, a lot of application and even some applications in the WeChat still using the Noni or Morinda name. So maybe you will need a little bit explanation on that, but I think this is reasonable and acceptable. So you need to go through that application to create an ID. But still, same thing, the sponsor, please put your name, and then it will be fine.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
And also, since we are talking about China, let me give you some social media difference. No Google, no Facebook, no WhatsApp, no Lines in China. So could it be 90% of the social media tools on your phone will be blocked in China. So what will be used in China? WeChat. This is the most one. WeChat. Yeah. So they can pay through the WeChat and they can register through the WeChat application and they can purchase from the WeChat application. So this is the thing that I need to let you know is if you want to build the China business, please make sure you download the WeChat the WeChat application, the applis, because those person daily will connect to you. They cannot use WhatsApp. They cannot. Sometimes, let me tell you, even Zoom in China sometimes could be as the video only, but no sound. So the tool that they are use is another application of under the WeChat. It's called Voov, Voov, Voov. So it's a very, kind of like to a lot of to a lot of North American BPs, maybe China to them is a totally different world. But that world has a lot of challenges, but more opportunities and potentials. Yes, thank you.
So I had a question about it because there's two sites there. There's the Hong Kong and then the China site. It seems like I sent some product over there for one of my contacts, but I had to go through the Hong Kong office for some stuff and then China office for the other. So can you explain any of that?
Yes, I'm trying to make it be easier. So I will only guide you to Hong Kong. And because we already have a very, I would say a very, complete, I would say completed, process that Hong Kong staff can guide you to go through the process to register you through the China application. And then when you register yourself in China and you can get your ID, you can purchase the OTG product, you can purchase the global website product as well. So yeah, so I will only give you one. And I just trying to make everything be simple. I don't want to give you bunches of emails, bunches of contacts. I will only give you one contact, and that one will be your window to register in China. Yes.
Alrighty. Any other moderators have any questions? All right. Well, if there are no other questions, Yiru, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us today and teaching us how to build our global business in Greater China and Japan. Guys, let's give him some love. Let's get some ones in chat as a thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Just let me clarify one thing. I'm not here to teach you. I am here to collaborate you. I am here to support you because my goal is to support your income, and your income can support my business in Greater China and Japan as well. So please understand that I'm not just a guy in corporate. I'm the guy who will stay with you in the field and support your business anywhere, no matter in Greater China, in Japan. If you have anyone that you need my support, for example, you find someone, some Chinese, some Japanese in the States, just, just talk to me. I will do my best to help you, support their business as well. So I just want to say, I'm not someone to teach you. I'm someone trying to work with you. Thank you.
And see, and I love that. There's not a lot of other businesses. Actually, there's not another business out there that has support like this, guys. So if you need validation that you are in the right place, there you go. That is verification and validation right there. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so now we're going to move into our daily IPAs. And guys, let's give some twos in the chat because this is Natalie's first day of being a moderator. So Natalie, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much, Yiru. Amazing. The thing I took from that was build locally and develop globally. That was absolutely amazing. I'm always blown away by the opportunities available to us here at PartnerCo to build a business. I'm just blown away by this. So I guess we'll start with our IPAs. Remember, we want to know this is an income producing activity. What did you do in the last 24 to 48 hours that helped you produce income? So I see Miss Brenda Carlton has her hand raised. Go ahead, Miss Brenda. Unmute yourself and go ahead.
Thank you, Natalie, and welcome to the moderators. Well, y'all, I'm excited. You know, this system of growth continues to work. We post twice a day. I did. A girl from a previous company that I have not talked to in 6 years enrolled a few weeks back. And last night we got her to Ultimate. She's super excited. She's already been onboarded, already posted her first post. What I did was reinforced all of that. I got her on a Zoom the other day with Tammy, and there's that third-party credibility, and it seals the deal every time. So we'll welcome her later. Thanks, Natalie.
You're very welcome. All right, who else do we have? Amber, go ahead, Miss Amber. Go ahead and unmute, Miss Amber.
Amber, you were unmuted and then somehow you got
We
muted. There you
good?
go.
There you go.
Okay, so there's a women's group, Mujeres y Metas, that I'm part of, and the leader of that group put together a little vendor event, member appreciation. And so Christina and I went last night and worked that booth, and we just got in front of people and we sold 2 boxes of drops, got 2 people started, and just kind of getting the word out there. It was nice just to see everyone and get those drops out there. They had been people that Christina had been kind of dripping on anyways, who've been watching our posts, and so it was cool just to get some out there for them. Sometimes we go to those events and we don't get a whole lot of traction, so it was nice to get some sales at the same time as getting the word out about the drops.
What was it that that's awesome. What was it that actually was the sealed the deal? The people have been watching and then they came
and then the information given at when we were standing there with them, just telling them exactly how the drops can help them. Not just the weight loss part of it, but a lot of these women that were there wanted the balance for their body, the hot flashes, the brain fog, because I try to lead with that. They are body balancing drops. The weight loss is a side effect. But of course, I showed my picture of my 14 days with the center area where my cortisol weight just kind of shredded off. And that's always a game changer when you're talking to the person it happened to. So just personal testimony, and they had been watching the posts, and then just knowing your information, giving them the information when you're there in front of them.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. All
Absolutely.
right, we have Tayo Marie. Did I say that right? Go ahead and unmute yourself, hon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Natalie. I'm very happy because since Monday, I've been trying to give my testimony. So today I am giving it. I'm happy about that. I thank God for Popo, for the life of Popo, because I followed him for 1 year and I've seen his transformation. And I can tell you, when you post and you post and you post again and you post your progression and you keep telling your story, people are listening, people are watching. And I was listening and I was watching. Since I know him since 2011, and I've seen him in different companies, this is the first time I saw real result. I can say, okay, this is working. So when he invited people for the event, I registered right away. Even though I wasn't part of the company, I'm like, okay, there's no brainer. I want to be what those people are. I want to see everything that they are saying and telling. But before the event started, I came on board with the Ultimate Pack. So when I went to Montreal, I was able to go to Montreal with 3 people. So, and then when I went there, they were so excited. And one thing one of them said, she said, there's something that I don't understand. And she was talking about the atmosphere because she went in other events. And she said, and when I told her that the owners, they were Christians, and most of people in the room, they are Christians, and we start our meetings with prayers and things like that. And she said, oh, that's it. Okay, now I understand. So her mom bought for $700 and more. And then the next day they bought again for $500. And I can say I signed on the 1st of November. And the same day I signed up, there's someone else who bought for $800 and more. So, and I can see the difference when you are going to the event because you get the fire, you get it. So now I cannot sleep. I'm always thinking about it, what to do. And everything Popo does, I do it. Everything I hear in the IPAs, I apply them. And I have a line of people. We always have people we are talking to. People are saying to me, okay, as soon as I get the money, I am going to buy it. Popo has Zoom calls. They come on the Zoom call. There was a Zoom call he had on Monday, and I had 6 people there. And I was so happy about that. And the other thing I realized, today is my nephew's birthday. He's autistic, but he has a lot of difficulty to find a job. He's 23, and the other time I got the light bulb. Okay, I'm going to open him a store. His birthday today is going to be his worldwide online shopping store. So he can send his friend because he plays football. He can send his friend and then go there and for them to buy, and that will boost his confidence and also for himself because he needs some product for himself. So I realized, okay, you know what, for Christmas, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the gift of health to people by opening a store for them instead of giving gifts like this. So this is my idea.
Wow. First of all, what an amazing testimony. First of all, welcome. And wow, that is an amazing gift for you to give. That we should all be thinking about that. I got so many takeaways from that. First of all, the system of growth, okay? We have to be consistent and persistent. People are watching whether you think they are or not. So posting every day, just how long did you watch Popo before you came on? A year? And also another thing, your personal story. Like when you put out your personal story, people resonate with that and they realize how that you are doing this also. You're not just out there posting these pictures. That is wonderful. Getting people to events, that is huge. When you can get people to events, they can feel the company. Thank you so much for sharing. That was amazing, and welcome again to the company. All right, Jerry, and let's go, bud. We got a couple minutes here before we got to close.
Okay, thank y'all, and I really appreciate today too. It's really been good. My IPA was yesterday. I run across a friend at the C-store, and I saw he had a patch on his hand, but we were just talking pleasantries. I really wasn't pushing the business at the time, and I asked him about his hand, and he told me that he had had a surgery, and that they had kind of cut the nerve and caused some problems, called something called CRPS. And so I knew a little something about it from being in this business now for 3.5 years or whatever. And so I told him, I said, we might have some products if you're interested. And that was about it, all I said. So I was headed to my car when he comes up to me and says, I want to hear more about it. So I wound up selling him a box of Moa yesterday, and it was just listen, because people are hurting and they're needing product out there, and just be aware of what you've got. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for sharing. That is so true. They always say that God gave you one mouth and two ears. So you always need to be listening instead of talking. And your store always has to be open. If you're out and about and you're talking to people, you've got your mouth open, you're talking about the products, you're talking about the company, that means your store is open. So do we have anyone else? We can probably fit in one more before I think Sherry Key's closing us in prayer.
I just want
anything else?
I got one thing, Natalie. Number one, Maria Chantel that just spoke. She's in Ottawa, and for those in the United States, Ottawa is like their Washington, D.C. So Maria Chantel is actually in politics and in the government up there. So we welcome you, Maria Chantel. She's super smart. Her first language is French. She just spoke to us in English, which I couldn't do. I can only speak English, so they can go both ways. I can only go one way. But Natalie, I also wanted to brag on you. Natalie was signed up by a stranger, April Huffman in North Carolina. April was posting the skinny drop system, and Natalie reached out. And Natalie is actually one of my next door neighbors in Florida. And we didn't know each other, but we can almost throw a rock into each other's house. But the skinny drop system caught her, and she self-taught herself and has risen all the way up and did a fabulous job on your first day of moderating, Natalie. You're awesome.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure to do it. I feel honored. Thank you. All right, Karen, I guess come on, Karen, tell us what you got, and then we'll close in prayer.
I just have a quick one. I got a call last night from one of my existing clients who, well, it was actually a text first. She said, do you have a minute to chat? And I was like, obviously, sure. So I called her up, and she was almost in tears. She said she's one of the existing clients. So she has had a tumultuous relationship with her mother, but her mother has been in so much pain for the past 6 months. And I guess she had some sort of surgery on her toe, and they put some metal in it, and it's caused all kinds of problems in her body. Basically, it was like joints behind her knees, her hip, her shoulders. It felt like she said that something was gripping her. So she's like, do we have any products? Because now she's taking a couple of them, but she doesn't know about all the products. And I'm certainly new and learning, but I remember from talking to others in the company and hearing some of these stories that Noni, Moa, and Limu. I take the Moa, so I knew about that, but I haven't tried the other two. So I recommended those. And I said also the drops, even though she might not want it for weight loss, it will help with inflammation. So she's like, okay, let's order it. She's like, do you think this is going to help? And I gave her a testimony from Kim Gray about how she's out of the wheelchair, and she started with the drops, and it's changed her life. So I gave her hope. And I thought it was amazing that she was calling me, and I'm not a doctor or anything, but I have products that can help. So it kind of brought me to tears that I'm helping her, and she's going to help her mom.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. That was beautiful. Yes, we are hope dealers. We should all get a shirt that says hope dealer. Thank you. That's beautiful. Yes, Noni, Limu, Moa. I don't go a day without them. Those products are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, it is 10:01. Is Sherry Key here? She's closing us in prayer today?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you.
Hey guys, thanks. Great job today, Natalie. Appreciate you so much. You guys, let's close in prayer. Father God, thank you so much for the day that you've given us, Lord. Continued thanks just for the opportunity that we all have with Partner Co. for just you're just so good to us in so many ways, Lord. Thank you for the ability for us to be able to help so many others in their health and their finances. Lord, just continue to be in our task, our to-do list, Lord, but ultimately remind us that, you know, in our purpose and why we're here is to lead people to you, Lord. So be in our words and our actions and all that we do so that others can see you through us. Lord, thank you again for our partner co family, for our families and our blessings. We love you. In your name we pray. Amen. Happy Thursday.
Amen. Alrighty, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed Thursday, and we'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you, everyone.
Thank you,
Amen.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great one. Excellent day.